Right guys, so in this video, I'm going to show you on an FLT or an FXR, same platform here for the Shovelhead, 80 to I think 82, you've got Hitachi and Prestolite. So I'm going to show you how to go from this the dreaded click, to this right here. All right guys, so I've still been working on the bike. I did get it running. I was able to roll it down the hill, got it fired up, and you can check out a video right here of it running. So it did run pretty good. All that seemed right. You know, everything was going good. It seems like a really strong motor. I did play with the carburetor a little bit, kind of got it going better. But everything did pretty good. So now the battery here, I think needs to be replaced. It's still good. It's still a new battery actually. But this one, I looked it up, this is for an 883, and it will not turn over this built Shovelhead motor. So I gotta replace it. This is the battery I bought. It's a Sigma's Tech, but it's the STX20H BS. It looks like it should fit in that hole. I did measure it and then read their numbers online for the dimensions, but get that in here. That's a 200 cold cranking amp. This one's supposed to be 310, so it should be much better. So we'll see how good it does, and then go from there. All right, so the new battery is in. Positive hooked up, negative hooked up. This is just grounded the frame. This has got all the hot wires going to it. And it's probably the easiest battery I've ever put in. Everything was on top. It just dropped right in under the seat. And that looks pretty good. I actually like that this battery is black also, because you can see through the back of it. You can see this bright yellow battery sticking back. So now it's just blacked out. So looks a lot better. So looks pretty good, but now time to try it and see if it'll turn over. I still think the starter may be bad, but I'm gonna see what happens here. Yep, the dreaded click. So a solenoid is clicking in right here, moving the arm, but the starter is not turning over at all. So I'm afraid because this battery wasn't strong enough, it actually burnt the starter up. But got a brand new starter for it, so probably needs to be changed out anyways. That one can be rebuilt also. It's just brushes in there. It might even just need to be cleaned and put back together, but we'll throw the new one on there and see what happens. All right guys, so I pulled the bike over here and start messing with the starter. See if we can pull this thing off. These all seem to be right in the way. You can drop it pretty easily. But first thing I gotta do is take off this plate right here. Kind of holds this together. Take that off, and these will come off, and then see if we can maneuver this thing around. And then the cable itself has to come off, which is right there. So All right, so we got this bolt out down here, got these off. This is a little piece to hold the chrome cover on the end, which wasn't there anyways. Now these are nuts that are built into the rods, and those will come out, and then this whole thing should kind of pull out of here. All right guys, so here's the old one all taken off, and the brushes did look pretty bad in there, but that's it. This is the new one. And the only difference I see is the end of the gear here. The drive on it has this space, and this one doesn't. I'm not sure why really, but it looks like it only rides on that much of the end anyways, so that much is there. It's kind of odd though. But this is the press-to-light kind. There's a Hitachi one and a press-to-light one, so you have to measure them and look at them and see if they're the same. And this one you can see that they're built exactly the same, so this should be perfect. We will have to take these off. This is what threads into the end, into that gearbox that runs to the starter mechanism, and that's the 2 holes there. So we got to fit this in there. I didn't have to remove the exhaust. This is a travel frame. If you're doing a FLT or an FXR, you might have to remove some other stuff or get some other stuff out of the way. This is actually going pretty easily because it kind of goes down and then in. So that worked out pretty good. So, all right guys, so got this bolt back in, the plate back on, and the end of this rod that comes out right here snapped right off as I was tightening it down to this plate right here. So that's kind of screwy, but it's still on there really tight, so it ain't coming off. Still got this one and that holding it together, and those are tight in there too. So last thing I'm gonna do is put the wire back on. All right guys, so I've showed you one of these before. This is the chrome choke knob, and it has these little nylon screws in it all the way around for you to hold the enrichener on here. That's the part number you need. Look on our website for it. But this goes right here. You can see I've already got one of those in there. Little nylon pieces are screwed in, so that holds resistance on this. Without the knob on there, it's pretty tough, but it holds resistance for it to hold it up. So that's where the chrome knob comes in, so you're not pulling on this little piece, and that will lock into there. All right, so the choke is on, gas is on, things good. Let's see if it'll fire.
All right, guys, make sure you check out the website. We've added thousands and thousands of awesome motorcycle parts. We've got apparel on there. We've got extended front forks, fenders, frames, anything you can think of. Check it out.